Here from Sona College of Technology, our innovative idea is based on fiber optic and energy saving solution. And main purpose is to reduce an electric bill and to save an electricity. And sunlight is used as a source during the daytime and fluorescent lamp is used during at the night time. And it is a basic layout used in our project. During the daytime, sunlight is used, night time fluorescent lamp is used, and is controlled by a microcontroller and made to pass through a fiber optic, and fiber optic is distributed to an entire rooms. And where it is applicable? It will be applicable mainly in the industries and institutions where 24 hours usage of fluorescent lamps. And this fiber optic is blows like a engine blows, since the light is made to pass through it. And these are the ways we can use to decorate our buildings. And since fiber optic is an lossless medium, it can be used for a long time and we can save energy and make use of direct source of energy.
Here we are going to add some additional features for our system called DTMF. It is dual tone multiple frequency. Signal we refer to as a voice or a tone. It consists of carrier frequency and the message frequency, which are superimposed together. The signal is given by the user. To detect the signal, the receiver at the receiver side, we are going to use some DTMF IC called 8870, which is going to separate the carrier frequency and the message frequency to detect the exact signal given by the user. Our system works at morning 6 AM to evening 6 PM. Our system mainly concentrates on IT sectors and the residentials. For example, during Saturdays and Sundays, many of the industries will not be work. So our system automatically will turn on during from morning 6 AM to evening 6 PM. In order to save the energy conservation, we want to turn off the system. For this purpose, we are using the DTMF. The DTMF provide the lab user to interface is programmed with the controller. So the lab user will set some password. This password will be given to the company, and those password matched means it will turn off the system temporarily. Because of this purpose, we can able to save the energy power, and our system will be at reduce the power consumption.
Now this is about fiber optic cable. Conventionally we are using fiber optic for communication like transmission and reception of signals. But now we are implementing this for as a light source. That is it is a replacement for fluorescent lamp or tube light, something like that. So usually a fiber consists of two different dielectric mediums, namely core and cladding. Among this, core has higher refractive index, whereas the cladding has lesser refractive index. So the light travels through this particular fiber optic cable by means of total internal reflection. Total internal reflection occurs only when the angle of incidence of the light ray greater than the critical angle. Only then the light ray passes through this core axis and then it finally reaches the other end. So using this principle, the light rays can be distributed all over the building or some room, and we are implementing this during the daytime from 6 AM to 6 PM. We are using the sunlight as source of light, whereas in the evening time, that is from 6 PM to the next morning 6 AM, we are using LED as a light source, as LED being a low cost light source, as well as it consumes less amount of power. So in this way we are producing a light source for many buildings and companies in a cheaper as well as eco-friendly technology.
Hi, this is Hariharan and I am the designer of this LabView program, and I am going to say the principle behind this program. So we have designed a system which works after 6 PM till 6 AM. So this is the fiber optic and this is the core and this is cladding. From morning 6 AM to evening 6 PM, sunlight is used as a source of energy and it is made to pass through the fiber optic core. So once the light enters inside the fiber optic core, it can be taken to long distance. This Obtained light energy can be given as a light source to the room of a residential house or even a company, etc. So this fiber optic can be placed at any part of the house where you need lighting. So what happens after 6 p.m.? That is the question. And after 6 p.m. we are going to use LED as a source of light. As you know that LED consumes only a little amount of power, so it is an effective way of utilizing the fiber optic. So this light energy is directly coupled to the fiber optic material, and the light passes through the core and it enters the room where you have installed the fiber optic. So this is the system, and we need to program the system in order to do this kind of work. And now I am going to show you the LabVIEW program that I have designed. This is a 24 horse clock, 12 horse clock, total control, which will be controlling room 1, room 2 and room 3. This is a 3-room controller. I'm going to run. So there is an error. This error is caused because I have made use of VISA. This have interface Arduino, but I do not have Arduino board right now. So I'm gonna delete this and do Control B. Now I have deleted the VISA command, and now I'm going to run it. So it's working. Only when the total control is turned on, you can turn on the room 1, room 2 and room 3 lights. Once I press room 1 switch, my room 1 LED will be glowing. We have provided an enumerator operator which gives you 5 kinds of color. This green, white, blue, red and disco mode. Disco mode is nothing but a multicolored LED that we have fixed. So once you change the color in LabVIEW, the output from the chip kit, we are provided with the chip kit by National Instruments. So we have taken output from chip kit. The LED which is present over in the chip kit will be changing its color. So this process happens only when the time is after 6 p.m. Now I'm going to change the time by using the command prompt. You can enter time in the command prompt. Now the system will be asking you to enter the time, and I'm going to set it as 17:59:00 seconds. Now the time is asking me to come as an administrator. I'll change it to as administrator. Now the system time has been changed to 17:59:03, that is 5:49 p.m. It is 17 p.m. I'm going to change the time again to 5:59:00, which means it is going to be 5 a.m. till 6 a.m. you will be getting the LED power supply, that is using this enum operator as well as with these buttons you can program it. Once this becomes 6 a.m. then you will be getting sunlight as an energy source for the fiber optic, even if the total control is on and even if the 3-room switches are on, you can't get the LED source. This is because we have programmed in such a way. Now it is 40. Once it becomes 60000, all the room LEDs will be switched off.
this is Hariharan, and we are going to the interesting part of our project, which is the demo of our prototype. I am going to show you the individual components that we have used in our project. So the first basic module that we have used is chip kit provided by National Instruments. It consists of UC232 IC. So we have programmed everything only with this controller board. We have interfaced this controller to the laptop using this serial interface, and we have used Visa software to interface it. So this is the DTMF circuit. It consists of IC8870, and this is the controller phone through which you can send control signals to the IC. So this controller cell phone, it is mainly used in order to enter a secret number. As we have said earlier, during Saturdays and Sundays, a company may be off leave or it may be closed due to several reasons. So during that time, our system gets on automatically after 6 p.m. In order to avoid such a condition, the user can send a message or a secret number to this source cell phone so that the system gets shut down automatically. So the password that we have entered is 5 and 6. So whenever the cell phone receives 5 and 6, it switches off this controller IC, so that only when the IC is being resetted again, the system starts working. Now I am going to show you the lab view. This is the front panel of the lab view. As we know that lab view consists of two major parts. It is front panel and the block diagram. Initially we started the project work using the Arduino Freeware IC. So we need to program a lot in order to interface the lab view with the Arduino IC. So this is a program that we have used. Now I am going to show you the front panel. The front panel, it consists of a railway time and 12 hours clock. This is total control, room 1 control, room 2 control and room 3 control. So we have designed a 3-room controller. Only when this total control is turned on, you can get a power supply to this room 1, room 2, room 3. Now I am going to run it. This is run. It will run for only one time. You need to give run continuously so that the system runs continuously. Only when the time exceeds 18 hours, that is 6 p.m., you will get this total control to get turned on. See, now I am switching on this room 1 power supply. It's just like the power that you get to the house. So we have provided 5 types of mode. Now it's green mode. So green LED, it will be glowing. There are similarly 5 types of mode. We have provided the basic primary colors, that is RGB. Now I am going to select the white mode. So you will get the output as a white color. Next is blue. And still we have 2 more colors. Next is red. And in disco theaters and party clubs, they used to utilize the disco lights, which consumes a lot of power. Instead of using such kind of lights, we can go with a single LED, that is a multicolor LED. See, it's flashing. When this LED light is passed to a fiber optics, it can be sent to long distance. As fiber optics is more flexible, it can be taken even to a longer distance. This is the fiber optic cable that we have used. It is a cheap plastic fiber. You can couple this light over the fiber optic so that you can get a light into it. You can see the light passing through the fiber optics. Let's couple it correctly and then come back. Now I am going to say you about the front panel. See, the time is now 1:36, which means it is in AM. So as I said, the system gets turned on only during 6 PM to 6 AM. So now as it is 1:37 AM, you get light supply. Now let us change the time using the command prompt. I have typed the time, so it will be asking me to enter the time. Now I am going to enter it as, say for example, 5:59 48 seconds. So once it becomes 6 AM, my system gets shut down. That is, it will leave the way for sunlight to pass through the fiber optics. Once it becomes 60, even if the total control is on, you won't be getting light to room 1. See, the total control is still on, but you don't get an LED light to room 1. So this indicates that once it becomes 6 AM, LED source will be cut off and natural sunlight will be passing through the fiber optics. So only during night times you can use LEDs. During the daytime, there is surplus amount of light produced by the sun. You can utilize that. So the major advantage of this is, when you go with renewable energy sources, you need some converters and energy storers. But in case of fiber optics, you don't need any converters or divergers, anything. You can just pass the light over the fiber optics. Okay, now I have coupled this fiber optics with my LED source through an insulation tape. This insulation tape, it protects the lights from getting scattered, so that the light is directly passed into the fiber optics. See, now the time is 6:05 PM, so that my total control, it gets the supply. If I turn off my total control, the light passing through the fiber optics, it gets turned off. So once again I am going to turn on my total control, because LED is going to be the only source after 6 PM. You can see light getting passed through this fiber optics, but the intensity that you have obtained is very less. This is because the surrounding lights are too intense that it does not allow light to pass through this fiber optics. Now I will turn off my fluorescent lamp. Now you can see the intensity of the light passing through this fiber optics. This is a sample room that we have built out. I am going to place this fiber optics inside my room. And now you can see the light, it gets scattered around the room, so that a single fiber optic is more than enough to provide light for this sample room. So now I will turn the LED to another color. I am switching to white LED. White is little dim,
So we move to blue color. So you can see the change of color in it. And I am going for red, which has the more wavelength. I have selected red. You can see red light inside the room. And I go for a disco mode, that is a multicolor LED. You can see the change of color in the fiber. I will switch back to blue color. So from this you can come to a conclusion that you need not paint your house every time. So you can place fiber optics everywhere around your house, and you can just change the color so that the painting of your house changes every day. So your house looks new every day. See the fiber optic. As this is fiber optic made up of plastic material, the intensity is little lower. When you go with higher cost fiber optics such as made up of glass materials, you will get more intense beam of light, so that you can get a good power supply and light facility to your house. This is an output which is produced from a single LED. In order to increase the light, you can use more amount of LEDs to get higher intense of light. I will switch on the fluorescent lamp. This is just for a room 1. I have added a control of room 2 and room 3, but as we don't have such amount of fibers, I am going to neglect this. This is an enum where you can select the color of the LED to be glown. You have 5 types of mode in it. So depending upon your selection, you can choose a color in it. Now this is the DTM of control. So as we have mentioned earlier, in case of Saturdays and Sundays or an unexpected shutdown due to any causes and reasons, if an IT company closes suddenly, then the system gets turned on automatically after 6 p.m. So in order to avoid such a kind of situation, some user can call to this source mobile and they can type the password that is given to the company. Once the password matches with the current password that is saved in LabVIEW, you can switch off the microcontroller. So in order to do so, you need to pass this information to an IC called as MT8870. So from this you will be getting binary output, that is, if you type 5, it will be producing an output of 0101. So this will be passed through the wires and it is connected to the controller IC. So this controller IC is programmed that if the password and the predefined password matches, then it will be exiting. So now I will be typing the password. Wait a minute. See, I am going to enter the password 5 and 6. Once if I enter the password 5 and 6, the light passing through the fiber optics will be cut off. 5 and 6 is entered. My IC will be now seeing over it, and suddenly the light passed through the fiber optics is cut off. Now when we come to the LabVIEW part, once the secret code is pressed in the cell phone, if you keep on changing the colors in the fiber optics, you can't get any output in the fiber optics. See, there is no changes in the fiber optics color. So in order to reset the system, you need to reset the controller first. I have resetted the controller. See, again the system starts working. So in case of emergency conditions, you can use the DTMF facility that we have provided in order to cut down the power supply. Now we come to an important point, that what happens if the intensity inside the room gets decreased during the daytime, that is between 6 am and evening 6 pm. So in such a case, we have provided a LDR, which is light dependent resistor. This is an LDR that we have provided. Initially, the LDR will be of high resistance. Once the amount of light falling over this LDR gets decreased, the resistance is decreased, and hence we have programmed that when a certain threshold value is achieved, the system turns on again. So during a daytime, you can't wait for the sunlight to be constant. So you can use the same LED as a light source even during the daytime also. Now I am going to cross over my fingers over this LDR so that the resistance, it becomes low. See, once the resistance value becomes low, my system will pass the LED source to the fiber optics. So even during the daytime, you can get the LED source of light over the fiber optics. Now it is evening, so you can suspect that whether this works out in the morning also. So I am going to change this to the morning. Sorry, time. Now the system time is changed. This is a morning time, 5 am. See, even during the morning time, I get the input source from my LED. Okay, the next part we will be moving with how to get the sunlight through the fiber optics. Now I will say you how the sunlight passes through the fiber optics. So for a sunlight, I am using a torchlight now because we have only this much amount of fiber optics. If you need a sunlight to get passed through the fiber optics, you need to keep this fiber optics at the roof of your house and bring the fiber optics to your room. So it's just a prototype. So I'm going to use a torchlight. And you need a convex lens in order to do this. See, the convex lens, it collects the ray of beam and it just passes as a single beam. You can see that I am using a big torchlight where the light gets scattered like this, and if I do use a convex lens, you can see a pointed ray coming out of the convex lens. So why do we need this convex lens? This is because the light needs to pass through the core of the fiber optics. If I just directly pass this light into the fiber optics, still you can get an output, but the output is just from the light that is passing through the fiber optics core. So the light that is not passing through the fiber optics will be wasted. So in order to avoid the wastage of this light, we can use this convex lens, and I will just adjust it to its focal length, and I have adjusted it to its focal length. Now you can see the light coming out of the fiber optics. In case if I hide this light source, you can't get the light through the fiber optics. This is how sunlight can be passed through a fiber optics. The sunlight is much more brighter than the light source that I am providing now, so you can get a better efficient output when the natural sunlight is being used. So this is how we have designed our prototype, and I am sure that if this kind of prototype is being implemented, it can save a huge amount of electricity. That is mainly in case of IT field, they use a 24 hours of light source, which consumes a lot of power supply, as well as it results in a greater electrical bill. So you know that for commercial buildings, the unit of electric bill is rupees 15. So a single 50 rupees fiber optic cable can save you a huge amount of electricity bill. So this prototype can be implemented in order to reduce the electricity bill, and you can use a green source of light instead of using UPS and other sources. Thank you.